I start off with using some of my concealer, which is from Nude by Nature. It's the liquid concealer. I'm just going to be using the EcoTools makeup sponge. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I can see myself in the mirror. So I just put a small amount on the tip of it, and I just dab it under my eye area, as that's like mostly my troubled area, to be honest, is where I get a little bit of darkness under the eyes. I have said in previous videos, I've had that for so many years, like since I was little. So I think it's just a pigmentation thing, or even days if I like look a little bit paler, it stands out more obviously because of like the bluey tones. But yeah, that's pretty much the only area I like to cover a little bit when I go out. So sometimes just as long as I've got some concealer under my eyes, I'm pretty good to go. But this is just my everyday full face makeup. But I use quite light products, so I don't like to have a lot of like foundation caked on my face and stuff. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that around my eyes. This lighting in here is just like an experiment today, so if it doesn't turn out as great, then I'll change it up a bit next time. But I love these sponges as well actually. I never used to be much of a person that used to use sponges for makeup. Most of the time I've just used my fingers or just like one essential brush, but now that like I've got all my products that I like to use every day that are all like organic and vegan and everything like that, I find that I seem to use more things more often. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer just down my nose, just to kind of highlight down there and cover any like pores and freckles and stuff. I don't really have many freckles, but sometimes you know how you get that little bit of discoloration, I guess. I might just put a little bit in the centre of my chin and Cupid's bow. Like I literally use a tiny amount. So yeah, I don't use much concealer really. Some girls I see, they have the concealers like with the wands and everything, like the little sponge tip wands, and they just go like that. Like everyone's different and everything, but I like to just choose a spot and just dab it in nicely rather than have my whole face look like light up here and then dark down here with bronzer and all different multicolours. So yeah, so I just like to blend it in lightly just to cover it, although a lot of people say that you should put concealer on after foundation, but I find this works best for me because of the darkness under my eyes. Fair enough if like people have blemishes and everything, that might actually work better, but I find this actually gives a nice canvas for my foundation. So the next thing I go ahead and do is I actually mix these two products together. Now this is the Inika Organic Liquid Foundation. I use mine in what colour? In the colour cream. I'm not gonna lie, this can be quite pricey, so only use small amounts if you can. I think it's $60 a bottle, but some stores sometimes have it on sale for a little bit less. You might even be able to get some sales on their website, so yeah, but it is certified organic and everything like that, so sometimes I don't mind spending a good price on something that's going to last me a while if I know that it's a healthier alternative. So anyway, I use a little bit of that, and I also mix it with a little bit of the La Merve Organic BB Cream. Now this has a very lovely silky finish, and it's like a shade or two darker than this. I find that using this one and this one actually makes the perfect colour and consistency. It gives that natural glow but not that cakey look. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a small pump on my hand of that one, and a small pump from this one on my hand on top of it or next to it or whatever. Some days you need a little more, you know, if you're having a little problem. But then I'm going to take one of my vegan brushes. I actually have these on my website, Kayla and Eco Boutique. You can get these are the rose gold ones. You can actually get rose gold or golden. And I also have another style as well, which is like geometric, and it's all kind of geometric, I guess. And that only comes in rose gold, but hopefully I should be able to get golden in that soon. But if not, there is a few more styles that I am looking at getting. So these are all available. There's actually a 7-piece set, and you'll see more of that throughout the rest of this video. So now I'm just going to dab the foundation brush very lightly into there. And I like to start putting my foundation on rather than from the center of my face, which I've never really usually done unless I'm using maybe a sponge or something, or my fingers. But with brushes, I like to start from the outside and work my way in. That way it actually kind of gives that dark look around the jawline and the outer forehead and here. So it's almost like naturally kind of contouring and everything. I don't know. It works for me. I'm no professional. I'm just kind of showing you some of the products I use that are healthier and everything like that. Anyway, before this dries, I'm gonna get started on that. So I really hope this turns out nicely on this lighting as well, because that would be bad, because I don't want you guys thinking I have like an orange face and a white neck. But I don't wear foundation every day. Like if I'm just at home or working out or just popping to the shop or something, sometimes I just chuck on a bit of concealer and bronzer. So I'm just starting there from the outside. And make sure as well to always do like the little bit near your ears, because some people have like really white ears and then really orange makeup, and then you can tell that you're wearing makeup. So now I'm going to go to the inner parts of my face, around my eyes. I find these makeup brushes amazing, like, and I'm not just saying that because like they're mine, but I find them really, really good. I've never had such a smooth finish with my makeup ever before until I started using these. So definitely recommend them. Okay. Might need to grab a little more foundation just for my forehead, and a tiny bit of BB cream. That should be fine. It's literally like the tiniest amount possible. Hello, hi Cindy. Sorry, my dog's just sitting on the floor watching me, wondering what are you doing. Just kind of giving me that look like, what the hell are you doing? We don't have to worry about doing that every day, we're dogs. Very lucky. You were damn lucky. Okie dokie. So I think from the natural lighting I'm getting from the window that's behind this camera, this is looking pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. I like to just go around and blend a little. It usually doesn't take me this long because I'm not like talking to a camera, but today for the purposes of talking to the camera, I'm taking my time a little more to show you exactly what I'm doing. Usually I'm just quickly going like this every morning, like you know, really quickly, shove it on, who cares? But gotta make sure it's blended nicely. And always take it a little bit down the neck so you don't look like a crazy person. Okay, so that's pretty much the base done for my foundation and everything. Now, sometimes, like today, because there's a bit of different lighting, I'll take a little more of the concealer and put it on the tip of this brush and just kind of finish it off a little bit, because like I said, some people do like to put concealer over the top of their foundation rather than under it, so I do a little bit of both sometimes. So just under the eye area there, and I'll dab that right in. So that's my eye and face canvas done. Now next thing, what am I doing? Next I go ahead and take my Dusty Girls bronzer by Mugu. Now I find this is a really good bronzer. I talked about it last time in my last video actually, and this is called Sunshine. But I'm waiting for it to run out and I still want to try a couple of other brands and everything, but this is nice because it's not too shimmery. But then some days I kind of want an extra shimmer just because I like a little bit of a glowy highlighted look, and I find it really hard to kind of find organic illuminators and stuff for some reason. So, well, ones that are really affordable anyway. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take just a few dabs of this, tap it off on my hand and put that down. I actually go like this. I like to do a bit of like a sweeping fluffy motion. Oh, and this is the bronzing brush that's in the set as well. It's the rose gold one, which is like honestly the softest thing you'll ever feel. It's super soft. So you see how this side is a little different now. It's got that nice look. And if you use an eyeshadow brush, which is one of the ones from my set, it's actually really good to use that bronzer also as a really nice eyeshadow, because it gives that natural look, but nothing too shimmery and everything. Like I said, by the way, I'm no professional. Like when it comes to makeup, I just kind of look on Pinterest, look on YouTube videos how to maybe do some stuff, and then that's about it. So, a little bit down the nose, a bit of that extra glue. I think that looks pretty good so far. So now I will go ahead and use this bronzer as kind of like an eyeshadow. So here's one of the rose gold eyeshadow brushes, which is good. It's really nice to use. It's really soft as well. So I'm just going to use a little bit just on the outside, not too much, just a very small amount, just to add that little extra dimension and bronzy look. If you're anything like me and like you're not really too much of a makeup enthusiast and you kind of just like that natural look, but you like it to look well done but still effortless at the same time, then I find these products and doing this works quite well. Now I'm hoping that this look isn't coming up too orangey on the camera, like when it comes to the eyes, because there is like a tinge of an orange look to this bronzer rather than brown, you know? But yeah, in my mirror it looks pretty good. I'm gonna take my eyelash curler and curl my lashes a little. I'm going to go ahead and use the Organic Wear Mascara, and this is the one called Fake Out Mascara. You can get this at most Priceline stores actually. It's by Physicians Formula, and they have like an EcoCert certified organic range, as well as some other products, but I usually only go for the organic stuff. But I like to get all the excess off brushes because I really don't like the look of clumpy eyelashes. But so I'm not the type of person that goes all out with mascara. I just kind of like to make sure it just adds a little bit more brightness and definition to my eyes. I once read actually that Audrey Hepburn used to use a pin to separate her eyelashes because she hated clumpy lashes so much that she would actually use a pin between each eyelash to separate them after putting on mascara. Pretty good idea, but although it scares me just a tad because I'm scared I'm going to stab myself in the eye, and oh, I couldn't think of anything worse. But it's not a bad idea though. I have this friend actually, every time I went to her house and she was still putting on her makeup, I literally couldn't talk to her while she was doing her mascara. And if you're watching this, you know exactly who you are. I'll give you a hint, she's blonde. And every time I go over to her house, she knows who she is. I would go to talk to her when she was putting on her mascara, and she's like, just hang on, I'm concentrating. She like literally couldn't talk while she was putting on her mascara. It was quite funny. Okay, so that is pretty much my completed look, and all these products are going to be linked all down below, including the brushes that I have on my online store at the moment. There's a few different kinds like I mentioned earlier, but I hope you guys kind of like this look. It's just the casual everyday look that you can use with healthier makeup alternatives and vegan products and everything. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you'll have a beautiful day, and don't forget to stay wholesome. Mwah. Bye.